Dear Professor, I'm 199003 Chen Yuxin, and this is my ID card. And today I will talk about the China 2030, building a modern, harmonious, and creative high-income society. The content today have 5 parts. They are background, development vision, performance strategy, opportunity and risk, structure, and conclusion. The first part is the background. China's GDP maintained an average annual growth rate of 6.7% during 2016 to 2019, reaching a GDP of 99.1 trillion yuan and 60% of the global economy in 2019, contributing about 30% to world economic growth. However, in order to adapt to the global environment and meet contemporary development needs, China is facing new challenge and has developed new strategy. According to Xi Jinping, China 2030 is building a modern, harmonious, and creative high-income society. And what is modern? Modern societies are industrialized, urbanized society that allow the people to enjoy quality of life comparable to that of developed country. And what is harmonious? Harmonious society includes that the system and policies that are just and inclusive, a balanced coexistence of society and nature, and also being a welcoming and constructive partners in the international community. And what is creative? Creative society is bring out the creative potential of each individual. And what is high-income society? It includes that the per capita income reach developed country level and the poverty eradication, and also growing the middle class and making it the main driving force of social development. But actually, it still has some gap between nowadays China and its development vision. For example, there are regional imbalance in urbanization development, the corruption, the no judicial independence, the environmental pollution, and also no innovative education system, and per capita income level still has a large gap compared to the developed country. So the government have foreign reform strategy. There are promote structural reforms to strengthen the foundation of market economy, strengthen innovation and creativity, encourage green growth, and provide equal opportunity and society protect for all, establish a sustainable fiscal system, and also have a mutually beneficial relationship with the world. And the question is, can China successfully reform and achieve this goal in 2030? And the answer is, much will depend on the evolving global economic environment and the structural forces already present in the China's domestic economy. So the next part, we will talk about opportunities and risks brought by the domestic and foreign development trades. The first part is the opportunity. The opportunity includes 5 points here, and the first is the growth of the middle class. The middle class increase the consumption of durable goods and raise the share of the consumption in GDP. The next is the high saving income. It is beneficial to completion capital and promote rapid technology development. And next, urbanization. As an economic growth driver, it can enhance China's global competitiveness. And the next point is the upgrading of China's industrial structure. It can improve the competitiveness in foreign countries. For example, the China state construction has expanded its business to more than 130 countries and regions in the world. and has become an important competitive force in the global market by upgrading the industry with its own advantage. And the final point is the economic globalization. It can absorb foreign capital, improve international state, expand international influences, and so on. And this part is about talking about the risks. It also have five points here. The first is the economic slowdown. It includes the middle income trap, the population aging, the decline in the growth rate of total factor productivities. The next is the social risks. An increase in the middle class raise the demand for better social governance and more opportunity to participate in public policies discussions and implementation. If these demands are not met, they may give rise to social risks. And next point is education consumption. Depletion of natural resources and severe environmental pollution can constrain economic growth. And the next point is the education system. If China does not reform its education system, it may not have ability to make China a base of innovation. And the final point is the international friction. Because the rapid growth of the China export economy may give rise to strong protectionist sentiment among its trading partners and generate trade friction that are difficult to handle. So we will talk about the middle income trade specifically. We can see that after the country reach a middle level of income, low labor costs and easily adapt technology no longer exist, forcing them to look for new economic sources. If productivity cannot be increased through innovation, then middle-income countries are likely to be in trouble. We can see that China has now become a middle-income country, with GDP per capita breaking $10,000 for two consecutive years starting in 2019. But however, China still have huge wealthy gap. We can see the China's Gini coefficient is too high. And also, China have an aging population. We can see the China's population growth is slowing down now. So both of which will pose huge challenge for China to cross the middle income trap. So that now we draw the suggestion and conclusion. Compared to today, the Chinese economy in 2030 will be more complex. It is a market-driven, knowledge-centered, survival-oriented economy, and trade and financial integration into the global economy will make China more interdependent with other economies, and at the same time more vulnerable to external shocks. And China should seize the opportunity and match the risk if it succeeds to achieving its goal. And thank you for listening.